She's seen your message. You know she has. And she still hasn't replied, but she watched your story, the whole thing, within minutes. So what is actually going on? If that just hit a little too close to home, subscribe. Because what's really happening beneath that behavior is far more interesting than you think. And most people never figure it out. Here's where everyone gets it wrong. They assume silence means disinterest. They assume that if she wanted to talk, she would. And on the surface, that logic makes sense. But human attraction doesn't operate on the surface. It operates somewhere much deeper, much messier, and much harder to read. Let's go there. There's a psychological mechanism called approach-avoidance conflict. When something genuinely excites us, when someone feels like they could actually matter, the brain doesn't say, go get it. The brain says, wait, be careful, this could hurt. And so instead of moving forward, we hover. We orbit. We stay close enough to feel the pull, but far enough to feel safe. She's not playing games. She's doing what every human does when something feels real. Think about the last time you wanted something that actually scared you. Did you run toward it immediately? Or did you hesitate, pull back, find a reason to slow down, even though part of you was completely sure? That hesitation wasn't weakness. That was your nervous system protecting you from exposure. She's experiencing the exact same thing, right now, about you. Here's the part that changes everything. Her silence isn't about low interest. It's about high stakes. Most guys never understand that distinction. They read quiet as rejection and start pulling back. Or worse, pushing harder. Both are the wrong move. If you want to understand what actually shifts the dynamic in your favor, not tactics, but real psychological leverage, subscribe. We go deep on this stuff, and it's not what you've been told. Now here's the pattern that proves she's not indifferent. Pay attention to the microsignals, not the obvious ones. The quiet ones she doesn't think you're tracking. Does she go silent for days but never fully disappear? Does she respond late, but always eventually? Does she pull away right when the conversation starts to feel genuinely close, almost like clockwork? Those aren't random. Those are patterns. And patterns are the truth she won't say out loud. Stop. Read that again. Because this is where the perspective shift lives. She's not confused about you. She's confused about herself. That's the part nobody talks about. Everyone's so focused on decoding her behavior that they miss the real story, which is that her silence isn't a signal about your value. It's a signal about her vulnerability, about how much she doesn't want to want something she's not sure she can have without getting hurt. This is called emotional self-protection. It's the invisible wall people build not against people they don't care about, but against the ones who could genuinely affect them. Average connections don't trigger this. Forgettable people don't cause this kind of internal conflict. You only orbit something that has real gravity. And here's where most people completely misread the situation and lose it entirely. They start performing. Checking if she's online, engineering reasons to appear in her notifications, crafting the perfect message, and every single one of those moves communicates the same thing. That your emotional state now depends on her response. The moment that happens, the dynamic collapses. Not because she stopped feeling something, but because the thing she was drawn to, your groundedness, your presence, the version of you that wasn't waiting on her, quietly disappeared. Attraction doesn't live in pursuit. It lives in tension, managed tension. The kind that makes her wonder where she stands without ever feeling like you're gone. Here's the unsettling conclusion. And I want you to actually sit with this one. This was never entirely about her. It was about the space between you, the dynamic, the emotional charge that builds when two people sense that something real could happen. And you have far more control over that space than you've been acting like. The question you've been asking, why is she ignoring me, is the wrong question. The right question is, who are you while she does? What are you communicating in the silence? What does your behavior in this moment say about your emotional foundation? Because here's the truth that most people can't hear. She's not watching your messages. She's watching your pattern. And right now, without even realizing it, so are you.